Hey there you guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to talk about 10 things most beginners do not know in the game of craps. If someone is shooting and another player has their hands in the way, and if you shoot the dice, and if the dice hit their hands by mistake, whatever the number rolls on, it's still considered a roll. If your hand is inadvertently in the way and the dice hit it, it's still considered a roll. So for example, I'm trying to make a late bet, for example, and put my money in the field, and a 7 rolls. So it's still considered a roll. It's still considered a roll, so you will lose. Even if chips are in the way, the dice hit the chips. I didn't do it right there. The dice hit the chips, it's still considered a roll. If you need to take a break, like go to the bathroom, for example, you can just let the dealers know, and they will put a small towel over your chips on the rack while you go to the bathroom, or if you want to take a smoke break or whatever. They will put a little towel over your chips, and you can go do whatever you have to do. The pass line bet and the con bet are contract bets. And what that means, that you cannot remove these bets once a point has been established. Say if your point happens to be a 4 or a 10, which are two numbers that are least likely to hit, it's still your point. You cannot remove this bet. You just have to ride it out. Most beginners see the field bet and they think, hey, these are more numbers to win on. It look like a lot of numbers, and it is a lot of numbers, but there are more dice combinations on the 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there are actually more ways to win. There are actually more ways to lose on 5, 6, 7, and 8 than it is to win on these numbers right here. Say someone has hit their point and the put goes off. On the next roll, on the next come out roll, you can actually turn these bets on if you would like. When the dealer turns the puck off, these bets, the place bets, are automatically off, but you can ask the dealer to turn them on. They will have these little small on and off button, which they'll place over your bets to indicate that they are working on the come out. Most beginners who play the don't pass line for the very first time think that they win on the 12, which is not actually the case. If a 12 rolls, you don't win or you don't lose. It's a push, so nothing happens. If the dice roll off the table, you can just request the same dice and just let the dealer know, hey, same dice. Some of the rules of the dice are like when you shoot, for example, you must hit the back wall. The dice cannot hit the side mirrors. You must hit the back wall on each roll. When you shooting the dice, you need to shoot them at a low level. You can't shoot them in the air, for example. And you also can't grab the dice with two hands. Another thing you can also do is you can tip dealers. You can just throw in money and say, hey, this is for the dealers. Or what you can do, you can also make bets for the dealers. So, say if you have a pass line, you can just put it on the side and just let the dealers know, hey, this is for you guys. This is a bet for the dealers. There's a strategy out there called the Iron Cross, and how this bet is set up is $10 in the field, $10 on the 5, 12 on the 6 and 8. And what happens is you will win on every number but the 7. So for instance, you have all the numbers covered but the 7, and you will make a profit. You have a bet on the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you will win on every number but the 7. You may think, hey, this is a good strategy, but it does have its downfalls. And I'm going to talk about that in a later video.